Breakfast with the Stars with me, Adele Onyango and Shafi, where we're super excited because the superstar that we have in studio today is a lady that everybody in the 254 has wanted to hear from for such a long time. And she landed in the country yesterday, had a long day, doing a lot of things. It's none other than the boss lady herself. Zari just walks into studio. Good morning.
Good morning, Adele. How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
Good. Very good.
You must be. I'm really jazzed that you made it because yesterday I was following everything that's going around that was happening. You visited Korogosho. Where else did you go?
Kayole.
Yeah.
Kayole.
And you were at a hospital. What was that about?
I mean, the experience was good. We just seeing mothers and the center and the facility, and they're doing these things on their own. It was just an amazing experience.
Yeah. So it's all part of why you're in the 254, which is
that was just something different totally. Yeah.
So we'll get to exactly why Zari's here and how Team Adele and Team Shafi can hang out with you.
Definitely.
But before we do, obviously, what I always tell guests who come from different countries, who are superstars even here, is that when stories get to us, it's like broken telephone. Because things change, and by the time it reaches Kenya, we're just like, okay, so really, what's not happening here?
Okay.
So obviously, it's been quite a couple of months for you in terms of the situation with diamonds, and Kenyans talking about it and not really knowing what's happening.
Can you imagine?
Until February 14th this year, when you posted up the Black Rose, right?
Okay.
And it was a wrap. So I want to know, post that, how has it been for you?
Honestly speaking, I didn't think we were going to come here and talk about personal issues because we really focusing on the concert and not anything personal. Look, whatever happened, and it's in the past, and I'm just trying to move forward, and things are looking beautiful for me, so I really don't have any comments on the relationship and what happened or what did not happen.
Yeah.
I posted, everybody saw it, and case closed.
Yeah. But post that, what have you been focusing on? What have you been up to?
After that or before that?
Post
like
after that.
Look, it's been busy. It's
from the 15th of February.
You're crazy, Shafi.
Yes.
You're always crazy. Look, it's just been what it is: work, kids, and me being out there now trying to invest in new projects. A whole lot of investments coming up. So it's a lot happening. Come to think of it.
Yeah. So when you talk about business, because very many people would be like, yes, she's a boss lady, and again in Kenya we're like, okay, fine. We know she does a lot of business, but we don't really know what exactly is it. And I
what
think
is Zari doing?
Yeah, and I think it's powerful for you to be able to say, I do A, B, C, D. For people to know that you own your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So
I'm running a college that I co-owned with Ivan before he passed away. We were partners in the college. It's called Brooklyn City College with about 11 branches nationwide in most of the towns in South Africa. So I'm CEO to the company, and it's a whole lot of things going on for me just being now the CEO. And not only that, I'm the only person now that's so my energy, my everything is focused into this business. So I am CEO to group of companies in the education and training institution.
So this is like colleges and schools?
Yes.
Okay, and do you own any like children homes?
No.
Orphanages and stuff?
I don't. But I do a whole lot of charity, but I don't own any foundations.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what I found very interesting, I think when I watched the long interview you gave with the BBC.
Okay.
What was interesting was the music. Because many people didn't know that at the very, very beginning that there was like Zari in music. Back in the day. Right?
Yeah.
And so was that the beginning for you, and will we see you go back to that?
Honestly speaking, I wanted to be more of an actress and not a musician or anything. I don't think, I can really do music. I tried it. Like, it was good and all the things, but that wasn't my focus. Actually, somebody told me, you want to get famous, you need to sing, and then eventually you can turn into the whole movie industry. And then the music took over. And the whole movie thing didn't happen. So that is where I started. So I wasn't doing it because it was really my passion. But it was just a way for me to get into the industry, and look, it worked.
It was a means to an end. It was a means to end. Okay, so which is quite interesting for me because I was just like, what music? I didn't even know about that. So another thing that is very interesting for Kenyans is also in terms of motherhood and being in between South Africa, Uganda. I don't know if you're still in Tanzania or if you have business there, but how managing all of that?
I think I've learned to prioritize my life. Where do I need to be? What needs to be done first, and things like that. Because you cannot handle everything at once. You need to prioritize. And for me, now that I've mastered the skill of prioritizing what I need to do first, it makes life easier for me. I'm still back and forth in Tanzania. I was just there about 2-3 weeks ago shooting my ad for soft care diapers. And then in Uganda lately, it hasn't been a lot since my mom and Ivan passed away. So yeah, but we do have projects, unfinished projects that I really need to attend to. So mostly I'm based in South Africa because that is where my whole life and the children and everything is based. Yeah.
So, but when you move around, you don't move around with the babies.
No, it's a whole lot of work.
Yes,
yeah.
Because we have the big boys and then we have the little babies.
Yeah. They actually don't move around.
You move around with them.
No.
Yes. But you take them on holiday, that I know for
definitely.
Right? So you Dubai.
Yes.
What do you think is, because all of these stories, and it must be hectic trying to, I don't even know if you try to like rectify them, but what do you think is the biggest misconception people have about
the boss lady?
Man, I don't pay attention. I don't really pay attention to what people think of me, because what people think of me, it's their personal opinion. It's not really who I am. And a whole lot of people assume they know me because they connect with me on social media, whether it's my Instagram or Twitter or whatever it is. So they end up thinking like, I know Zari just because you read my posts, you're following my Snapchat, how I'm spending time with my kids and everything. But people don't really know the real me. I'm so different than what social media portrays. But you know what? It's fine. I'm not even phased about that.
What are those differences?
I think people used to think I'm actually a person who just sits around and everything finds me on the table. But I'm a workaholic, if I may put it that way. I'm a very hardworking person. I'm a great mom. Things people that didn't know, they used to say, oh, because you with Diamond and then you abandon your kids. And I was always co-parenting with Ivan. So people didn't see these things. But like I said, I'm never phased completely.
Because I think like people only know what they see and then they draw conclusions based on that.
Yeah.
But even with that, because I think the similarities, okay, obviously yours is on a whole other scale. But even with like young girls or who look up to you, who follow you and see all of these things, they also go through those situations where people have misconceptions about them.
Yeah.
Or even in terms of relationship, they go through those things, just not in the public eye. I don't know if there's anything that you have learned across maybe the last 3 years that you think you can, in hindsight, you would be like, if I could talk to Zari. 20-year-old Zari. I've told her.
Look, my 20-year me at 20 years, I was wild. I was partying like everybody goes through this stage. I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, I'm just saying I was the good girl. I was the bad girl. Like I was really, really out there, leaving my 20s. So look, just go through your stages, do whatever you need to do so it doesn't catch up with you in the future. So, but whatever you do, I really suggest that you do it very carefully, because these things that we're doing now have a way of hunting ours. They definitely catch up. And then somebody goes back to your profile and they're like, wow, she did that, really. So do whatever you do, but do it carefully.
You better be sure you be accountable for everything.
Definitely.
It's now with the world of social media and everything. I have one question about the kids again, because I have 2 daughters. Yes, but I definitely can't compete with you.
Oh no. Yes. No, you better. I have one.
What conversations do you have with the boys, man? Like, they're on social media. I know you mastered the art of dealing with trolls, dealing with everything that people throw at you on social media as a person, as Zari. But now, when you go home, you sit down with the kids, you're chilling, you're having dinner, and then the kids, like, they drop a question like, yo, mom, I saw this online. How do you deal with that?
I think there's a difference between social media and being home. People on social media know Zari the boss lady. The kids at home do not know Zari the boss lady. They know mom. So my kids, I think, see a whole lot of me and the real me compared to the people on social media. So usually when stories pop up, obviously they're going to ask. I'm not going to say no, they don't ask. They come through and like, hey, like the kids at school were saying this and this happened. And then I try to rectify them. But I've emphasized so many times, do not pay attention to social media, because whatever you're going to read, whether it's being abusive or whatever it is, it is just social media. But you know who I am. Do you think mommy did this? Do you think? And they're like, no, but we don't really think. And then I'm like, that's it. Once you believe As long as you believe mommy, that's it.
But you have a
Because you have
conversation
the
around
conversation.
it.
We do talk about these things. It's not something you can just sweep under the carpet. We do.
Because
talk about it.
I was having a conversation with someone and they were like, I
Yeah.
think Zari has switched off all the Wi-Fi in her house.
No,
There's no internet in our home.
no.
Kids are super
Yes.
exposed these
No,
days.
Yeah.
regardless whether you're gonna switch it off or they're not gonna
They're
have
gonna find
sound.
out.
I mean, they've
Yeah.
got friends. You just can't avoid it. So the best way is for you to actually talk
Then they
about
come, Shafi is sending through their questions first, and they're also sending in a lot of love for you. There's a question from Vincent Maseno. He's asking, is it true that Zari has a home in Kitisuru in Nairobi?
it. I don't even know where that
I doubt you have a
No.
home.
It's a broken
is.
telephone.
No,
Yeah.
around, yeah. So broken telephone.
But we're
Yeah.
buying soon.
Very soon.
Yes. Have a base in the 254. That's really interesting. Corazon wants to know whether you've seen the story about Ringtone, the Kenyan musician.
Yes, I want to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
There's a guy who's giving up his mansion, his cars.
Wow.
He even has a ring for you.
He says he's bought a Range Rover yesterday.
But I just got myself one.
Oh, Ringtone Pole. You have to do better.
Do you know him?
You never
No.
heard of it?
Have you seen the stuff online? Because he's been declaring love for you for like a
Honestly,
year now.
no.
Yeah?
No.
It's called Ringtone.
No, I don't know him.
You know, like on the phone.
No, never
Yeah.
heard of him.
Yeah. He's a
Should I,
gospel.
should you, do you mind, like, we share your number with him?
Oh, please, no.
Horrible.
He doesn't, are you sure he doesn't follow you? Like on Insta?
I don't know.
everything?
Like almost 4 million. Today I made 3.9 million followers on Instagram,
Wow.
so I wouldn't know who follows
Yeah.
me.
Ringtone
yeah.
Pole.
So,
if
So what happens to the ring?
No, those are his issues because he's probably not doing a good job of his
Shafi,
declaration
I'm
of love.
not.
You're not in that space right now.
I'm not in the space where I can just be bowled by rings and Range Rovers. These are things I can afford myself. So
Hey, Ringtone.
Which then brings me, the ringtone is off now.
Ringtone is off completely.
Which then brings me to Felicity Mush's story, which is, do you intend to get into another marriage?
Like I'm a sucker for love, but right now I really think I need to find myself, because sometimes when we get ourselves into relationship, we tend to get lost. So right now I just need to find Zari again, and that's why I'm enjoying every moment of myself and the kids. And I need to find Zari before I can actually open up to somebody and declare someone in the public and say, guys,
Yeah.
here is the new guy. But for now, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I think that's very important. I read a quote the other day that says it happens even more so to women. Like you get into a relationship and you
Yeah,
forget who
yeah.
you were.
And
So
the problem with me, I fall with my head, my eyes, my everything. I just give it my all. So
Yeah.
I want to give it to my all again now, very carefully.
Yeah.
The next move should be very, very strategized kind of.
You have the boys now. You can love the boys. They
Yeah.
can be the men in your life.
I
They
still
can be
need
the
a
men in your
man. I
life.
still need
Yeah.
a man in my life. Somebody that's
There's
going to make
ringtone.
me coffee.
There's Ringtone.
yeah,
I doubt you can make coffee. I doubt
I don't
Ringtone.
know this.
however,
He's a gospel artist, by the way.
I'll Google him.
do you think do you think also the aspects of public, because I feel like relationships are really hard work as it is. It does require a lot of work. Do you think you'd be more secretive about it?
Honestly, from the past experiences and everything that I've been through, I think the next guy is not going to be public material. Yeah, he's just going to be my guy, my
Ringtone your
man.
guy.
So, yeah. No.
So I don't know.
Ringtone banner. Your Range Rover, she doesn't want it. She owns one. Rings, she has how many?
lie.
Hey, she's blinged out.
Yeah.
Houses she has in Uganda, Tanzania,
Yeah.
in South Africa, in
And
Dubai.
also, but also I think, that's not the approach.
It's-
You
yeah,
have
it's so
to look
materialistic.
for, like
Yeah.
somebody who will buy you A, B, C, D,
Yeah.
whether you can afford it or not.
Probably just the simple flowers, because
Yeah.
everything else, I don't think.
Or a simple person like me.
Actually, is that where you're angling to?
Listen, I have bought her nothing. Don't know. She's my sister. Though.
What characteristics are very important to you when you think about
A man, a perfect man.
There's no perfect man, just like there's no perfect
Yeah.
woman. So
Okay.
look, the guy, how he comes to me, whatever it's gonna be, I'm that fussy to say we need to have a certain whatever, because I don't think I'm gonna also have a certain whatever that it's looking for. So I'm not really choosy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about stigma, especially when it comes to motherhood, because we're quickly going to be celebrating you.
Yes.
And many other mothers
yes,
on Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday's Mother's
Yeah.
Day. And I feel like you go through it. I see it a lot. I see Akwate go through it a lot as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you have different kids from different fathers,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
There's a lot of stigma that comes with that, and I don't know why, right? And I don't know how, does it ever prove to be a challenge for you? People seem to like label you based on that,
No.
but not really label the men, which is strange.
Yeah.
But hey, Does it bother you, the stigma that comes with that?
Not really. It is so typical of public to think that, oh, she has a whole lot of baby daddies, but then they do not think about the guys having a whole lot of baby mamas. Like, it makes you less of a person because you had babies with different men. But what about the guys?
Yeah.
We don't need to really point out like, oh, the woman had a problem or whatever it is. But for me, look, I don't pay attention to things that don't make sense to me, or so I know I'm not even bothered by that.
And was there a time that it did bother you? And I ask this because I want anybody who's listening who's bothered by those things to figure out how to get to this point. You know what I mean? So was there a time that these things that you'd hear would actually get you and you're like, oh, okay, maybe, be it like on, maybe even for the kids, I don't know. But was there a time that used to get to you?
No. I am one person who actually could look. There is so many ugly comments out there, and for me, I have learned just to say this is real life and this is social media, and people are not actually separating the two. Come to think of it, but for me, I've learned. Like, social media is just social media, and I don't pay attention to that. And look, my kids also, there isn't a feeling to say, oh, this was your daddy, or they treat Tifa and Nilan like they are their own. We don't have that tension where, no, from day one, I was like, this is your sister, and they love it. It's amazing. We most times actually when I move, like, hi, how are you? Oh, these are your kids. Yes, wow, beautiful. Your husband must be lucky. I don't even get into it. I'm like, yeah, he is.
It doesn't matter.
No,
and you move on.
That's it.
So you're here. Let's quickly wrap it up because you're in the 254, not to meet ringtones. So guys, that should not be a rumor that we hear.
No.
But you're here because
Color Purple, the concert. Yes, you're the main host.
Yes.
Yes, and I've seen the poster.
Yeah.
And all the beautiful ladies from
the
Kenya
lineup.
are all there. From, let me
Size
just see.
8.
I know
met her
who to-
yesterday.
Yeah.
Amazing.
There's size 8 here. I can see, what's the name? Pierre McKenna is there. I can see DJ D. I can see, hey, these ladies, if I start saying their names, I'm going to leave.
is this a photo that's confusing you?
Let me just go ahead and just say all their names. There's Tracy, we have Vivian, Wahoo, Gloria Mulero, we have Rosa, Angela Shanice, Nazizi, size 8, Sage Shemutai, the lady who broke my heart, and we have Evelyn Wanjiru, Jane Watetu, and Miss Mweni. And on the decks, there's DJ D, DJ Malaika, DJ Mello, DJ Pierre, DJ McKenna, DJ Tabs, co-hosted by Esther Mwende and Kate Rira. And the thing is this, this is the first time ever in the 254, and I'm the Reverend. I've been to like all the concerts, as in there's no event that has gone down in this country or in the region that I don't know about.
Okay.
This is the first in the region that I've seen so many women in
I think
one
it's important
stage.
because even it's on Sunday, so we're celebrating women.
Mother's Day.
And then you're talking about breast health at the event.
The breast cancer.
How can guys now come to the event? How can they cook tickets?
I mean, you have mothers, you have sisters, you have wives and girlfriends and fiancés.
Bring them.
Just bring
no,
them.
I'm saying, how can they get tickets? How can they get tickets? I see this.
We want to give away some tickets just now.
10 tickets we're giving to Timothy and Tim Shafi. But if you don't get a chance to win either of the 10, you can go to M Tickets and grab yourself your tickets. The event starts on Sunday at 1. That is after church.
Yeah. I think at Uhuru Gardens, right?
Yes.
So I think what we're going to do is, because we want people to bring all their girlfriends, we can award the tickets to 2 people.
Not all the girlfriends. You can bring your mother. This is the plan. You bring your
And
mom.
the grannies.
Everybody.
All the women in your life. So we want you to tag...
on Saturday. It's on Saturday. On
Saturday, not Sunday.
12. It's 12 May. That's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow from 1. Yes.
So we want to give out 10 tickets, but I think we should do this.
Okay.
Let's give it to 2 people. So they each have to tag 4 ladies that they're going to bring with them.
To the event, yes.
Yeah, sounds
so,
cool.
And then we give 5.
Timodale, Tim Shafi, yes. We're giving you 5
the whole
tickets
squad
each.
comes through.
You bring 4 of your lovely ladies.
Yes.
Including your mom, your granny, if she still can move.
Your in-laws.
In-laws.
Yeah.
Doubt by
Your friends.
In-laws are snakes.
Don't really
What happens
say
to you?
that.
However, guys,
You are
listen.
so typical.
So that's tomorrow 1 p.m.
Yes.
at Uhuru Gardens. Before
There's